Hello everyone, NETFQ here, and as you can see I have gone out and I have got myself an Amarr Jump Freighter called the Ark, and it's sitting here in my ship hangar with its nice red and gold paint job. Very nice looking ship. Now the Amarr Jump Freighter is the top jump freighter that you can get in terms of hit points. It is the tankiest jump freighter, hence why I got it. Well, the other reason I got it is because I am really in a Mars space, and the fuel requirements for it is readily available in the region, hence why I don't have to import it. I just go out and mine it myself. So based on that, yeah, it's definitely the right ship for the region that I'm in. And as an added bonus, it is the tankiest, which is fantastic. So yeah, let's just go over the actual fittings for it. Now with the fittings for a jump freighter, you can't really fit much to it. You've only got 3 low slots. That's all you get. You get 6.3 units of CPU, and you get 3.8 units of power grid. So you don't get a lot, so there's not a lot that you can fit in it. But one of the great things about the jump freighters, if you look at the traits, you get the bonus rolls, and the bonus roll here is 100% reduction in reinforced bulkhead CPU requirements, which is absolutely fantastic. So if we go to Tech 2 bulkheads, you can see, let's just close the Tech 1 version down, don't need that anymore. These reinforced bulkheads Tech 2s, they require 40 teraflops of CPU, and as you can see we've only got 6 teraflops, so there's no way that we'd be able to even fit one. But obviously with that roll bonus, where it's 100% reduction in CPU requirements, for bulkheads we can fit them, three of them to be precise. Now the power grid usage for them is 1 megawatt, and as you can see we've just got over 3 megawatts of power grid, so quite comfortably be able to fit 3 of them in here. Now what that does, I'll show you. If you have a look at the defenses, so a bare system like this, so a bare jump freighter like this, if we go back to the traits for it, you can see here that the jump freighter bonuses per skill level, one of them is a 10% bonus to the ship armor and hull hit points. Now if we have a look at my skills currently for the jump freighter, so let's just go to jump. So jump freighters, I have currently got skill level 3. If I want to get to skill level 4, it's going to take me another 14 days to train it. So with a skill level of 3, that's a 30% bonus to the ship armor and hit points. So with that, for my skills, I get as standard a 462,000 EHP, effective hit points. Which is not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. But if we added these reinforced bulkheads, which the ship is basically designed for, we'll see how much these hit points go up by. Sorry, the effective hit points go up by. So I have 3 of them here. So let's just fit them. These are the Tech 2 ones. So you can see no CPU being used at all, because of the bonus that the jump freighter has, and yeah, 3 megawatts of power grid has been used, so that's only going to leave us 0.8, but hey, we can't fit anything else in here, so that 0.8 is, we can't do anything with it, but at least we can fit 3 reinforced bulkheads. So as you can see right up the top here, it's gone up from the standard, which was 300 something thousand to 737,000 effective hit points. So it's a lot more tankier. which is fantastic. But yeah, the old saying goes is the fact that if you do get caught in a jump freighter, unless you get backup ASAP, and depending on the size of the force attacking you, you are going to lose it. It's just a matter of time, especially if you don't have backup that can get to you ASAP, then you are going to lose it. So even though having extra EHP is fantastic, but if you're not close to friendlies, especially in nullsec, then it's just going to take a bit longer for the enemy to get you down. So it's a trade-off, yeah. But anyway, the life of living in nullsec. So yeah, so with that, obviously the cargo hold, as you can see here, if you look at the traits for the reinforced bulkheads, it says increases structural hit points while reducing agility and cargo capacity. Cargo capacity is a big one. So if you add more tank, you lose cargo capacity. So with 3 reinforced bulkheads, you can only carry, well, okay, it depends on my skills. Let's just show you in here. See the traits here. If you got the Amarr Freighter skill, per level you get a 5% bonus to ship cargo capacity. And currently my Amarr Jump Freighter skills, let's just have a look. Oh, if I can spell Amarr properly. Yeah, sorry, Amarr Freighter. It's currently at level 4. Again, to get it to level 5, it's going to be basically a 2-month train. It's a hell of a long time to wait to get a 5% bonus in cargo capacity. So I'm happy with it being at level 4. So that's basically a 20% increase in cargo capacity on top of the base for the Ark. So based on that, level 4 skills in Amarr Freighter, I do get with the reinforced bulkheads, I do get only 114,000 M3 of cargo space. So not that much. If we took out the reinforced bulkheads, so if we just had a bare ship, let's just take these out. We just had a bare ship. You're looking at 162,000 M3 based on my skills at Amarr Freighter level 4. So 162,000, not that great. So the only thing you can do really is to increase that is to use cargo expanders. So if we went ahead and put some cargo expanders in, we'll put 3 of these guys in. And as you can see now, it's gone up from 116,000. Oh, sorry, not 116,000. What am I talking about? Sorry, let's just go back here. Sorry, 162,000. 116,000 with the reinforced bulkheads. 162,000 with an empty ship. So from 162, as you saw, we went up to 337. Yeah, 335,700. So pretty good. But again, there's a trade-off. As you can see here, increases the cargo hold capacity at the expense of maximum velocity and hull strength. Again, magic word there, hull strength. So as you can see, with 3 cargo expanders, our defense has gone down to 304,000. So it's a trade-off, isn't it? If you want extra space, then you're losing hull points or hull structure, effective health points. Sorry, effective hit points, I should say. But then again, if you want hit points to survive a bit longer, then you're going to lose your hull space, your cargo space. So it just depends on the size of the cargo that you want to carry and where you're going to jump to or where you're going. So yeah, it's just a trade-off. It just depends on what you want to do, how much risk you want to involve. If it is a highly dangerous place, but you've got lots and lots of backup very close by, then yeah, go with the the reinforced bulkheads, just to make you survive that little bit longer, so reinforcements can get to you. But then again, if it's a big load and you know that you're not going to have anybody coming to your rescue if you get caught, then really there's no point of having reinforced bulkheads. There's no point of delaying the inevitable. And especially if you want to, carry that bit more, then yeah, go with the expanded cargo holds. But yeah, it's just a personal preference, if you like. But anyway, the other thing that you can do, I wouldn't advise it, but if you have to gate it and it is safe, i.e. that you've scouted the route first, that you do have someone in the system you're jumping to, and you know that it's clear, you can use inertial stabilizers. Because as you can see here, under navigation, you've got your align time. Align time is just under 30 seconds. So if you're going to jump to anything or warp to anything, or you've just jumped through a gate and you want to align to a station and dock at a station, it's going to take you 30 seconds to do so, which is quite a long time. Now that's obviously with these cargo expanders. It's not really going to make a difference if it's cargo expanders or not. That's the align time. But if we take these cargo expanders out, we can fit inertial stabilizers. Now if we put them in, you can see that the align time does go down. So from 30 seconds down to 16 seconds. So around half. It's going to take you half the time to align and get into warp than it would without inertial stabilizers. But the great thing about inertial stabilizers is that it doesn't affect the defenses that you've got as a base. So you've still got 462,000 EHP, which is pretty good. So not a bad tank, and the align time is down to 16 seconds. So it's only going to take you 16 seconds to align and get into warp. That's if you're gating it. But then again, in a jump freighter, especially in nullsec, you don't want to really be gating these things. You want to be jumping from system to system and not have to gate it. But if you did have to gate it, you want to do it as quickly as possible and as fast as possible. So using inertial stabilizers and get that 16-second align time and warp time is a win. The sooner you can get into warp off a gate, the better. So that's it. So what I am going to do is I'm actually going to take this jump freighter and I'm going to jump it over to our trading place and sell some things. So what I need to do is I actually need to put some cargo expanders in, and I am going to stick in it some of these WITU mobile depots. I've got 30 normal mobile depots. I've got 50 enormous freight containers. I have got 93 mobile tractor units. I have got 178 heavy Amarr drones, so we'll stick them in as well. What else do I have? I've got a True Century large armor repairer, we'll stick that in. We've got one of these things, stick that in as well. What else do I need to take over? Some some caps as well. There we go. So yeah, that's basically filled up my cargo hold. So all in all, what's that? Just over a billion worth of stuff, 1.3 billion worth of iskies that I'll be transporting over. And the fuel that the Ark takes is helium isotopes. As I said before, helium isotopes come from clear icicle, which is a ice, well, which you can get, which is the ice blocks that you get in ice fields or ice anomalies here in Amarr space. So yeah, having a an Amarr Jump Freighter in Amarr space where you can get where ice belts are readily available for you to go out and mine very close by. It means that I don't have to pay to get fuel transported up. Or even use a jump freighter to go and collect fuel. It's readily available throughout the esoteria space that I'm in. So yeah, it's a win-win for that. And based on my current skill levels, currently, if we go to the attributes for it, yeah, so jump driver mount, it uses 1,848 units per jump. The amount of fuel consumed per light year when the jump drive is activated. So yeah, that's per light year. So if I was jumping the maximum, which is 10 light years, then obviously it'll be 10 times that. So it'll be yeah, what's that, 18,000 units of fuel. So as you can see, for the amount that you can actually take, you can take a maximum of 10,000 M3 of the stuff. And I've just got under that because I have used it to jump recently. So as you can see, I've got 89,000 units of fuel on board. So if you take that, the max jump range of 18,000, say 20,000, then yeah, I can do about 4 jumps before I need to refuel. So I can go about 40 light years. If I timed it right, let's put it that way. So not that bad, quite good. So yeah, how you get that down is you it's the jump drive calibration, isn't it? The let's have a look. What skill is it? Skill at regulating the energy flow. Yeah, there we go. So that's a 10% reduction in isotope consumption amount per jump drive, or amount for jump drive operation per light year per skill level. So I've currently got that at skill level 4. Skill level 5 is in training. I've got it down here, which is going to take 39 days to get that up to level 5 from level 4. But you know, level 4 is pretty alright. It's not bad. You know, it's only 18,000. Oh, sorry, 1,800 units per light year. So yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that good, but it's yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, just training at one more level from level 4 to 5. It's only going to give me another 10% reduction. So 10% off 18,000. Sorry, 1,800 I should say. So not that much, 180. You know. Yeah, not that much. But then again, if you've got nothing else to train, why not? Because it will take 40 days. So yeah, that's quite a long time. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, so I've got my my fuel on board, and I've got my goods on board. So the next thing we need to do is light a cyno for this guy to go into. So I do actually have an alt here. So let me just join a fleet. Form a fleet with them. There we go. Right, go over to the alt and just accept the invitation to the fleet. There we go. So we're now in a fleet with them. Let's just check local. So there's 2 bad guys in local, but that's fine because they're not going to be able to get us. So what I'll do is I'll just undock. And I will stop my ship once I actually get out of the hangar. So yeah, I'm on my Fortizar, so I am tethered, so they're not going to get me. So I'll just stop my ship and I'll go back to my cyno alt over here. So we've got my liquid ozone, and in the fittings I have my cyno field generator. Now I do, because of the nerf to the rookie ships and the nerf to the cyno generation field, I have to put a expanded cargo hold in here just so I can carry enough fuel to be able to light the cyno. But it's not that bad. These are cheap, and I can fit them. So yeah, it's no big deal. So what I'll do is I'll just undock. Ooh, pretty bad lag. Wow, that was quite laggy. Wow, okay. What happened there, hey? Right, okay, so as you can see, we've got our keep star here. So I've just undocked. Now the best place to light a cyno is away from everybody else, because I don't want to stop my ship right here and light the cyno right here, because it'll be pointless, it'll be daft. Because the last thing you want to happen is to light a cyno and then be in jump and have a large ship undock, because if you land on top of that large ship, then you're going to go bouncing a hell of a long way away, and that's the last thing you want to do. So what you want to do is you want to basically go up. So let's just go up, and we'll put our afterburner on just to make it quick, and we'll put our grid on so we know exactly where we are. Wow, that's quite slow. Very, very slow. So yeah. So yeah, to light a cyno, if you hover over the cyno button, as you can see, you get a red sphere around your ship. That is the region that any ship that jumps to you could possibly land in. So it's normally just over a 5-kilometer radius away from your ship. So you want to make sure that within that 5 kilometers sphere, that there is no structure or no structure or any other ship within that sphere that could possibly bump whatever's jumping to you. Because the last thing you want is to have a jump freighter jump 100 kilometers away or something like that. Because yeah, that would not be good. So we have a look here. We're pretty well out of everything now. We're away from everything. We're away from all the undock ports, and there's nothing else around. So what I'll do is I'll stop. So normally what I do is if I am jumping to a citadel like this, one of the things you must always check is to make sure that when you click on the citadel that it's still saying that you're 0 meters away, because as soon as you jump your jump freighter here, you want to tether up as quickly as possible. You don't want to have to travel at all to the tether point. You want to be within the tether point, so it's like an instant tether as soon as you move. And what I like to do is I like to just keep a 10-kilometer radius away from any other structure, just as a safety buffer, if you like. So here we are. We are ready to light the cyno. So all we've got to do is just press the cyno button, and boom, we have the cyno lit. So if we go over to our jump freighter here, and we right click the jump freighter, and we can jump to our pilot name, which is Arnon. So let's just go ahead and do that, and away we go. Right, and we have landed, and as you can see, we have landed within the 5 kilometer radius. Yeah, right on the edge of it. So that's what I'm saying. Oh, actually just outside of it. So you've got to be careful with that. Got to make sure that you've got a buffer there just to make sure. So as you can see, I'm not tethered at the moment, so I've got to start moving. Once I start moving, boom, instant tether. So now I'm safe. So yeah, that jump took about yeah, just over, well, just under 50% of my capacitor went bye-bye. So it does take a lot out of your capacitor to jump, but then again, you're not going to be jumping anytime soon. I've still got 20 seconds to be able to jump again. My jump fatigue is 30 minutes at the moment, so not that bad. It's pretty good. Yeah, and Dotlands is a great website to do. Someone just lit a cyno down there. Silly person. Yeah, that's it's not a very good place to light cynos. Right, right at the undock ports. That's just nuts. You want to do it up here, out of the way, so you don't interfere with anyone else. But yeah, Dotlands, as I said, it's got a great jump planner based on your ship. It'll tell you the route or the best routing to go in terms of how many light years you can jump and which systems have stations in that you can jump to. And yeah, it can give you a good routing if you're traveling multiple jumps. But the other thing is, if you went to the beta map here, if you're in a jump freighter or a ship that's capable of ship that's got a jump drive in it, like a carrier or any capital ship, or a Oracle, if you went to your beta map, you'll see that there's a white sphere around the systems map, and that white sphere indicates the jump range of the ship that you're currently in, and it's just a good representation to show you how far you can actually jump to any of the nearby systems. So yeah, based on my skill, that being 10 light years, this sphere represents 10 light years, so it just shows you exactly where you can jump to. So yeah, not bad. But anyway, yeah, just a quick video just to show you how to use a jump freighter. Well, how to safely use a jump freighter to jump to a citadel. Again, if you have to gate it, if you have to go through a stargate, and you want it to be as quick as possible, just yeah, fit inertial stabilizers to get that 16-second align time. It's a lot better than half a minute align time, especially if you're in a region that's not exactly safe. But then, yeah, good jump freighter. So I'll just dock up quickly just to get out of any prying eyes, although there's no bad guys in local anyway, so that's not a problem. So there we go, docked up, got my cargo ready to unload it and stick it on the market for the Alliance members to buy. And yeah, that's it. So as I said, the Amarr Jump Freighter called the Ark, very nice jump freighter. It is the tankiest jump freighter, especially if you put the reinforced bulkheads in. It does have the tank. May not have the space. I think the rear which is the Amarr Jump Freighter, has the most cargo space available, but the Amarr definitely has the most effective hit points. So it's a lot tankier than the rear, but then again, it does lose out on the cargo space. But hey, I'm happy with 355,000 M3 of cargo space. That's enough for me, and yeah, it's a nice looking ship. But anyway, until the next time, stay safe and yeah, fly safe. Bye for now.